Hello Reformers and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband. Now when we left off we had just declared war against the Saranid Sultanate because, well, we need to expand, we need to expand. I've been waiting for some time off screen before the previous episode and, well, basically things have not really changed too much with the exception of the Nords and the Saranids going at each other kind of hard, and yeah, that's absolutely fine. I think it's a good idea for us to sort of meddle in the Saranids' plans and try to, sneak away with a couple of fiefs under our belt and, see if we can, I suppose, profit from it. Anyway, we are probably just going to go, well, this is the thing, I have my vassals here with me, so I think we're actually just going to go straight on in here. I don't think, our archers, technically if this was only me in this particular fight, then I would have no problems just going with a complete archer army and just having our archers stand outside here. But as it stands, we don't really have that option because I don't even know how many archers we have on the battlefield total, because as you can see I can only see 10 of my own. So I guess I should put the 10 that we do actually have, out the front of the walls and see what happens there, but I'm a bit worried about that happening. Yes, I'm always worried about that happening. It's so annoying when that happens as well, because the ladder isn't even that thin, but because of the, big, shall we say, I don't know, big pushback or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. I am gonna die here if I stay around. That's not very good, is it? I'm being shot from every single direction. Ah, that's awful. Alright, finally, I seem to be in a sort of safe area. Oh, okay, yeah, that was awful, wasn't it? That was absolutely terrible, but as you can... What? Okay, for a second, okay, why are there only 22 allies and 29 enemies? It seems like the battle size is bugged out or something like that. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just retreat here real quick, because that is not right. That is certainly not right. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do about changing that. Ah, now that is much better. As you can see, we have 29 of our own units and 46, well, they were 47, but obviously one of the Swadian militia was killed immediately. So anyway, yes, 29 and 46 versus 56. So I think we're outnumbering them pretty nicely here, and hopefully that's going to mean that we will have a much better chance at penetrating their defenses on the battlements here. Now obviously they do have a number of Saranid Master Archers. We saw those in action in the previous little foray that we had into the keep here onto the ladders, because these ladders they're not really good. I don't particularly like them that much. They will push you off very, very easily if you allow them to do so, and hopefully we're not going to allow them to do so this time. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get in here as quickly as I can. Maybe I'll be able to do a little bit of damage here. It seems like that's not going to be the case either. Oh my, really? Okay, come on. Yeah, maybe I can... No, I'm not going to be able to get in here, am I? No, I'm just going to get shot or killed or something along those lines. Yeah, just killed by a Master Archer. Yeah. The sieges do get to you sometimes. I'm a bit irritated by that, but they only have 104. It should be super easy for us to do this. Alright, so I'm going to do the boring thing here. Usually, I spoke about this a little bit in the previous episode. Usually I like to get into the thicker things because that's much more entertaining, it's much more fun, and all that sort of thing to watch, to play, to do everything with. So, that's usually what I like to do. But it's usually not going to result in very good success rates. So, in other words, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my archers out the front here. What is going on with that flag for a second? I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, yes, we are just going to basically wait here until our units, kind of punch a hole through their defenses. And hopefully that is going to result in us being able to then sort of, come up from behind and do some damage that way. But, that's obviously going to take a bit of time because we're going to lose a pretty decent amount of units in our efforts to take this. But that's just how it is with everything, really, isn't it? You're going to lose units no matter what you do, unless you are just obviously destroying whoever it is you're fighting. But yeah, this is the thing, you see. When I'm off screen and when I'm just kind of progressing and taking things and stuff like that, usually if I have enough units to sustain it, I'm basically just going to do exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to basically hide behind a wall, because obviously in native, it does kind of reduce the amount of freedom you have, because the freedom when you have the battle continuation is just immense. You know, you can just run in and get killed and nothing matters, you know, because your units will still continue to fight. Whereas in native, obviously, that's not the case. So instead, you know, when I'm off screen, this is usually what I do, because this will give you much, much more success rate than obviously going in yourself. But it is much, much more boring. So obviously that is a big deal. And usually the reason why, if I'm actually in a, you know, a bit of a sieging spree or things like that, usually if I'm low HP like I am right now, I'm probably just going to stay out of things, and that's usually why I'll cut away in that particular instance, because I'm just going to stand there. That's usually why I will cut away, if what it is just me standing there not doing anything, you know, because I don't think you want to see that, do you? Do you want to see me standing there? I don't think so, but anyway, the point is, we are, I think, going to have a much better chance of getting in now, because they have weakened the front lines. It seems like we might have a better chance, but I don't know just yet. Maybe? Come on. Yeah, no, this is not good. This is not good at all, actually. No, this is not good. Oh, there we go. Yes, we killed one of the Mamluks. Yes, we killed one of them. That's fantastic. Now, maybe if I can... Oh, yeah, there we go. Let me in. Let me in through the side, please. Yes, let's tell the archers to charge in a little bit here. Okay, it seems fine. Seems fine. Now, we just need a little bit of extra support from the archers, if we can at all get that. We are receiving a bunch of enemy reinforcements as well. Obviously, I do not want to die at the moment. Me dying right here would be very, very bad. Now, I'm actually wondering, can I use this? No. Yeah, of course not. But, yeah. We really don't mind losing a bunch of our archers right now, because if the archers can sort of supplement some of the infantry and things, I think that's a worthwhile sacrifice. And I know that, you know, some of you may not agree with that, but if they don't have any arrows to speak of, then obviously it's going to be kind of pointless for them to just be standing there, not really doing anything. So I prefer them to actually do something a little bit more useful. So that's primarily the reason why I will send in archers at various points. Now what I'd like to do is jump over this fence. Do you think I can do that? No, it seems like I can't. No, it seems like it's an invisible wall. Well, that's not very good, is it? No, that's not very nice. Oh well. Seems like I'll have to go around the other way. Now, the main problem is the archers down in the courtyard have an absolutely amazing vantage point on the units that are currently entering the battlements, and that's obviously going to make a big difference to how many of them actually survive, because even though the Mamluks there, you know, they're going to be pretty effective at dealing, you know, damage to any of the units that get onto the battlements initially, the archers are going to make sure that they don't survive it. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Especially it's a problem if I have a very, very slow weapon, because these guys are going to block everything. Die, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I am taking damage, but that is to be expected. I'm just hopeful that I'll be able to at least kill some of these, and maybe reduce the amount of archers that we have to deal with in upcoming sieges, if indeed this fails. I hope it doesn't, but as you can see, there's just so many of them actually still defending there. I'm quite surprised, to be honest, because I really thought that at this point we would be in. I mean, I've been kind of distracting some of the archers, so you would expect them to kind of be ready to come in here. So come on now, let's get in. Yes, there we go. Kill that Mamluk, thank you very much. This guy's going to try and crush through blocks if he has that particular statistic on his weapon. I hope he doesn't. Certainly hope he doesn't. Okay, now please don't die. Come on, Barney. Barney must survive. Where all others have failed, Barney will prevail. Oh, that's a bit of a... Did that rhyme slightly? I think that might have rhymed a little bit there, but oh well. Anyway, let's see if I can just help our guys to progress a little bit better than they have been. As you can see, though, oh my, oh my. Okay, yeah, the casualties. Yes, the casualties have not been particularly good. They have not been favorable to us. I actually wonder what's going on here. Wait a minute. There seems to be... Oh no. There seems to be someone stuck underneath the stairs, and I'm now being shot. This is not good at all. Yes, kill him. Kill that guy. Yes, come on, Master Archer. Oh, Master Archer, really? You really failed against a regular Saranid infantry? That is sad. That is very, very sad. But if you didn't catch it, we have one of the greatest casualties, wounds that we've ever had, and that did not make any sense. No, it didn't make any sense at all. Anyway, the point is, what I'm trying to say is that we have 84 wounded troops. That's crazy. Look at that. 84 wounded troops, 19 of mine, obviously, but yeah, look at that. To kill 103 of them. Wow, that's crazy. I suppose they did have 21 Mamluks, so obviously that does make a pretty considerable difference. But you wouldn't expect them to be able to last that much, would you? But they did. They did. They were very, very good, and they pulled off an amazing defense. And I'm going to just be taking all of these. I'm going to take those two, and I guess I'll take the Desert Bandits as well. Don't they level up to be Saranid units or something? Yes, they do. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I guess I'll just take the prisoners, even though it's absolutely pointless. I mean, we have so much money right now. And balanced Jarids, are they going to be better than what I have? I think they are, actually. Yeah, they actually seem to be better, so I'm going to be taking those balanced Jarids, thank you very much. And I'm actually wondering, should I just use... Nah, I'm not going to throw away the heavy throwing spears. I actually like the heavy throwing spears quite a bit. So yeah, we're just going to go with that. Alright, so now, for Rindyar Castle, I actually think we're going to be deferring appointment of a lord, because most of our vassals, as you can see, have a pretty decent nest egg, so to speak, because you want your vassals to be able to field pretty large armies, and that was my goal all along. I wanted them to get a pretty decent amount of villages, castles, towns, whatever have you, you know, and then, as a result of that, they'd be able to field bigger and bigger armies. But now what we want to do is we want to try and persuade vassals to join us. So having free land or free properties that are not claimed is going to make a very, very big difference in that regard. Now, as you can see, there's actually been a bunch of other vassals that have joined us at Rindyar Castle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rest up a little bit, and then we're going to go for the next fief. Now, Sultan Hakim, unfortunately, has shown himself at Ahun Castle. And he's actually going to be taking that very, very soon. But that's fine, because I can actually take that back pretty easily just by threatening the populace there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I really don't mind about that being taken. If it does get taken, then that's just a fact of life, and we just have to move on and get over it, you know. But we are expanding. We are expanding. We are causing weaknesses in the Saranid lines to appear, and that's exactly what we want. So we are still injured, we are still a little bit injured, but as you can see, we have a bunch of pretty strong vassals in tow, and hopefully they will... Yeah, we're going to lose that, that's fine. And hopefully they will still be able to fight with us with pretty reasonable efficiency. And yes, Druli... Wait, did he manage to escape? Did he manage to escape right there? No, he's been taken prisoner, Lord Druli. Oh no, that is not good. We actually like him quite a bit, so I'm a bit sad that he was taken prisoner, but I suppose that just, it's just the way things go sometimes. We will try to rescue him, of course, after this. We're going to try our very best at, getting rid of these archers and things like that. Now it's just a matter of avoiding getting shot by these archers. And we do have Jeremus, obviously, and a bunch of our companions still alive, and obviously all of the vassals that are currently here helping us as well. So I'm actually pretty positive about getting this fief done and dusted pretty easily and, pretty quickly. I would hope, at the very least. I mean, that's the thing. You can never really... Ow. Yeah. Yeah. That happens, I think, a little bit too much for my liking, and I'm hopeful that I'm not going to get killed as a result, because I really wanted a quick resolution to this particular siege. Oh, yes! Nice opening. Thank you very much, person that sacrificed yourself, whoever that was. And now I'm going to shoot you guys in the back. Oh, yes. That's what you get. That is what you get. Oh, yes. That's what we like. Alright, so that's not actually that bad, because there's only 64 remaining, and we've killed most of the initial defenders. So we should be absolutely fine to deal with that. Obviously, the main problem we have right now is maybe Sultan Hakim turning up, but I think Sultan Hakim we could actually take on and win against. So I don't really have a big problem with that, but at the very least, I should never rely on my throwing weapons, should I? No. Because those weapons, they can let you down quite often, actually. Because you saw that. You saw that. I absolutely got murdered. And yeah, it was kind of a bit of a shame, really, because that would have been really, really cool and stylish. But yes, Barney's never been about being stylish, has he? No. He's been about, you know, doing things in the way that he feels is the best way to do things. And sometimes those ways can cause more complications than you would otherwise want. Anyway, I'm going to try and play a little bit more cautiously right now, because I have a feeling that if I were to be eliminated again, then we would go into auto-resolve territory, and I do not want to auto-resolve right now. Actually, auto-resolving might not even be that big a deal, because we have so many units, so I don't really mind. I don't really mind either way, to be honest. I think actually it might cause us more casualties to actually play through the siege, hilariously enough. I seem to think that that might be the case, so I don't know, maybe it's okay to auto-resolve. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. I mean, it would probably cause us quite a few casualties, but it would definitely be quicker, and who knows, maybe it would actually, I don't know, maybe it would actually be a little bit cheaper as well, in terms of us not using as many of our units' lives in vain or something, you know, that's, yeah, maybe it would be an idea, who knows. But what I am going to do is I'm going to try and go a little bit commando here. I'm going to try and get past, just take out all the stragglers so that we can eliminate the, you know, once we eliminate the first initial defenders, then, you know, everything's going to be fine and we're going to be done with this siege, because it's pretty annoying to continue doing that, especially considering we have already died here once. Yeah, take him out. There we go. Alright, so that's fine. Everything else is okay too. And there's only 28 units remaining. I've got to say, I'm actually really surprised that our forces are so incredibly, shall we say, fragile? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, to be honest. I mean, yes, we are playing on higher difficulties, and that's absolutely fine, you know, but I feel like units should stay alive a little bit longer. I don't even know what's going on there, to be honest, but oh well, never mind. Yeah, this is exactly what you're going to get, isn't it? It's exactly what you're going to get when you play on a very high difficulty, and, well, the only way that it could be even higher is the combat speed, and, you know, automatic and manual blocking and lancing and all that sort of thing, so, oh well, never mind. I think we're done, though. And, oh, there we go. My Swadian Knights are actually starting to come into the fold now. That's the only reason why we were able to penetrate their defenses. Isn't that pathetic? Ah, I can't believe it. I mean, what are our vassals even doing then? I mean, seriously, what are they even doing if, you know, they actually need my Swadian Knights to come in and actually do something? I mean, come on now. You should be able to do a little bit better than that. I mean, look at this. Our allies lost 47 and 29 respectively, wounded death. I mean, come on now. That is crazy, in my opinion. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so I'm just going to be taking these Nords, because, well, they're always good for garrisons and things like that, and I'm gonna take a peasant woman, I suppose, and that should be fine. So there you go. There's another fief under our control. Going to be deferring appointment of a lord once again, because obviously that gives us a free garrison, and it also does make things a little bit easier to attract other vassals. And there you go. That's pretty nice. Now, the cool thing about Ahun Castle is that we can go back there very, very quickly, and then we can just be like, oh, hey, oi, you know, give me that castle. And then he's gonna probably give it to us. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.